Today is the day we start training for my third marathon. The goal for this time around will be to break 3 hours. We'll see if we do it. I have 12 weeks from now till the Kalamazoo Ziegler Marathon. That will be on May 4th. I'm feeling good. It's been about 7 or 8 weeks since I had my ankle surgery to remove a bunch of bone chunks out of my left ankle. The scar is pretty gnarly, but otherwise the incision that they made is completely healed up. The plan for today is about 7.5 miles in 1 hour, running uphill into Easttown, east of Grand Rapids here. Let's go. All right, it's already 5:30. The sun sets at basically 6 o'clock these days, so gotta get this in. It's gonna get dark pretty soon here. We are 5 miles in, 36 minutes, 7:15 pace. Not bad. The sun has set. We got about 2.5 miles to go. The sidewalks are kind of icy in spots, which isn't great. And I keep running into red lights. Otherwise, my left calf is a little more sore than my right calf. Probably still adjusting to the new ankle. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try and take it a little bit easy, make sure it heals up and doesn't become a strain or an injury. I just got back from my run, ended up doing 6.5 miles, which not what I wanted. The route I took was very long and jagged and winding. I ended up using Strava because my watch has been kind of buggy and because it's on 13%. So it wouldn't have lasted my entire run. Ended up doing 7:15 pace, which is not bad for 48 minutes of running or so. Pretty good. I can't complain. It's cold, it's slippery. I had to stop and start a lot because of traffic lights, which also kind of messed with my Strava average because trying to fumble and turn on your phone and turn off Strava for a second, not the greatest. I also didn't restart Strava for a segment downtown, probably only like quarter mile or in change or so. So maybe I ended up doing about more 7-ish miles. It doesn't really matter. I'm happy. My left calf is a little bit more sore than I would like it to be. I guess my muscles have to get used to having my left ankle be a little more flexible, a little more shock absorbent. Yeah, feeling good. We're gonna keep going with week 1 here. Let's go to day 2. Day 2 of week 1 of marathon training. It's a little bit brighter out today, but it's colder. I'm getting a little bit of an earlier start, so I'm going to run a little bit shorter today, maybe 4 or 5 miles. My watch is charged this time, so that's good, and I'll use my earbuds with both ears in, listen to me some music. Hopefully it goes by kind of quick. If you're curious, I usually run with a Garmin Vivo Active 4, and lately it's been kind of spotty on me. The GPS isn't tracking my speed particularly well. I keep getting like 9-minute pace even though I know I'm running faster than that, which is annoying. So I have to like delete the activity and then re-upload a manual activity on my Strava if I want to actually track it. And then I've also been running in my second pair of Ultra Torn 7s for the year. I got this pair on vacation up north, which you guys can check out up there. And yeah, they've been working really well for me. They're in great condition still. I did my ultra marathon in them, which is another video I'd made, and they were great for that, and they're still great now. I'm loving them a lot. Let's get it. All right, I've already had to switch back to Strava. My Garmin is putting up 9-minute pace again, and Strava's already at like sub 7 pace, so that's annoying. Let's keep going. We're on the river here. It's pretty cool. Being on the river is pretty nice. And the World of Winter exhibits here in Grand Rapids are pretty cool to check out. They're kind of a light show type thing. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself. The sidewalks are mostly clear, although there's definitely still patches of ice and things. Mostly I just run around them and they're not that much of a problem anymore. And just like that, we are at the 4-mile turnaround. Let's head back, get some dinner. Well, this is kind of inconvenient. I came across 6th Street Bridge here and this bloody closed sidewalk. I was gonna run this way and I gotta go back across the river. Oh well. is some pretty gnarly shit. I'm crossing Michigan Avenue. It's the busiest road, but the lights are timed sort of to allow a gap in traffic so you can cross. Yeah, feeling good. River's behind me. On my way back. My left calf is definitely still more sore than my right. I'm gonna baby it here a little bit this week and hopefully it adjusts to sort of my post-surgery structure. Okay, I'm pissed off. I didn't restart my Strava crossing the 6th Street Bridge on my way back. So now I'm off my mileage as well. The other thing is my chest is chafing a little bit, and that's annoying as hell too. It's a rough start to the week. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty frustrating run. I switched out the gel tips on my earbuds this morning, and they're smaller, so they didn't like seal my ears off from the noise of traffic particularly well, so that was frustrating. I forgot to restart my Strava at one point, so I missed out on like half a mile, and then I didn't start my Strava because my watch was still giving me 9-minute per mile pace. I don't know what the problem is. I gotta fix it somehow, but I don't know how. And it's just cold out, and I'm wearing all these layers, and my chest is kind of starting to get irritated here. I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I did manage to get about 4 miles in at around 7:12 pace. Just easy run, trying to get back into the swing of things, used to running again, make sure my body is strengthening itself back up and adjusting to my post-surgery ankle. It's time to take a shower and eat some dinner. All right, what are you planning on running today?
40 minutes.
How many miles?
3.
3.5 maybe? It's a good goal. I'm planning on running about 40 minutes, hopefully get about 6-ish miles. I'm at like 10 and change for the week already, so if I get to above 15, I'll be happy. I think I want to do another longer-ish run tomorrow, like 7.5, 8, and then a proper long run on Saturday morning, maybe like 12. That would be good for week 1 of marathon training. Today we're gonna go hit the trails over by Millennium Park. Should be some fun. Hopefully they're in decent condition. We've had a couple warm days where the sidewalks should be melted and have a nice runnable surface, actually, instead of just slippery ice and snow. We are here at Sequoia Meadows outside of Grand Rapids, part of Millennium Park. Let's go explore a little bit and see what we find. Already this really isn't going how I would like it to be. It's far too windy and the conditions on the trail are not great. I gotta say, running on this stuff is not easy. It's not soft, pretty stiff and uneven. Hard on the ankles, definitely. But I'm kind of just trying to go slow and make sure I have sure footing here. It's pretty sunny out though, so I can't complain too much. About 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday, so that's nice too. So I've been running uphill here at Johnson Park for the better part of a 1/10 to a quarter of a mile. It's nice, but it's really slow going and my foot's starting to cramp from all the unevenness. I imagine this would be a whole lot more fun in the summer on our bikes, where we can just ride with the turns and go a little bit fast. Right now, this is just work. All right, I'm coming off the hill here, and I am sick of this shit. It is annoying. I want to get on some even ground and just be able to run normally for a good while. That was almost a mile of really slippery, chunky ice. Uphill, downhill, turning around. I'd say it was fun, but I'm kind of afraid my ankles are gonna be messed up tomorrow. It also took me way longer than I wanted it to. And now I'm probably at 8:30 pace for the last mile. I gotta step on it and head back here. Otherwise I'm gonna be leaving a hand in the car for too long. Well, I decided not to slog down in the snow, so I got on the road here, which is equally unpleasant, but at least I can run decently well. I should have known I was farting before starting to run. I need to use the restroom here. This is not gonna be fun. Okay, honestly, that could have been worse. It's the middle of winter, so it's not like it's stinking that bad, and at least I didn't have to poop in the woods. So, porta potty, clutches. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty dope view of the city just then. That ended up being 6.25 miles in about 50 minutes, 7:52 pace, minute off of marathon pace. Could have been better. A lot of running on icy snowpack. Otherwise, very pretty. Sun is going down over there, and I enjoyed my run. It's about 36 degrees out right now. Let's go home and get some dinner. Welcome everyone to day 5 of week 1 marathon training. Today I went out and got a pair of crampons because we are running the Calhaven today. As you can see, the conditions are pretty much the same they've been all week, snowy and icy. So these yak tracks are really coming in handy here. I can't lie, I'm already 3 miles into my long run. I think at the most I'll go today is about 10 miles. My feet are kind of cramping with these yak tracks. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm gonna get about 34 miles in for the week, and I think that's more than adequate for week 1 here. I'm really enjoying running on the Calhaven again. Get away from all the cars and the noise, and just enjoy being out in the beautiful forest here. Now that week 1 has wrapped up, I'm pretty happy with the overall results. The start of the week was a little bit of a struggle getting back into the rhythm of running. I did end up running 5 days out of the week. I took Monday off and I took Saturday off, so I ran Sunday to make up for it. My long run at the end of the week was only 10 miles, which I wasn't too happy with. I wanted to go maybe 12 miles. That's okay. It's been really icy and none of the paths have melted and become solid asphalt yet. So I bought crampons to kind of deal with it for now. We'll see how the weather turns into spring here, and hopefully I'll be able to get in some longer runs, get into the 15s, 18s consistently, and I want to get in a 20 miler and maybe even a full marathon before the actual race day. That's the plan anyways. Week 2 here, I'm gonna do a video just scheduling out my whole training plan, and I think you guys are going to be really interested in that, so be sure to subscribe down below to get an insight into how I set up my training for my 3rd marathon here, and hopefully for 3 hours and an 8-minute PR. As always, if you had any questions or comments, be sure to put them down below and I'll respond to every single one of them. It's something I enjoy doing, and if you really want to support the channel more, there is a Patreon and a Redbubble link in the description, and I appreciate it. Until next time, have a good one.